Hi guys, welcome back. It's time to learn how to perfectly adjust podcast playback speeds on your iPhone and iPad. Apple is finally giving podcast fans more control. With iOS 26, the podcast app has gained a much requested upgrade, preset playback speed adjustments, bringing it closer in line with rival apps like Overcast. That said, let's get started. So first we have to launch the podcast app on your iPhone and play any episode as usual. And then you have to switch to the full screen playback controls. And then you have to tap on the speed button aka 1x in the bottom left corner of the screen. And then you have to choose from the preset options or drag your finger across them to bring up a dial for 0.1x adjustments. And that's about it. Previously, Apple only allowed 4 rigid speed presets in its podcast app, like 1.25x, 1.5x, 1.75x, and 2x. For many listeners, these options often felt limiting, forcing them to choose between playback that was either too sluggish or uncomfortably fast. In iOS 26, that has changed for the better. Apple has expanded playback speeds to cover a full range from 0.5x to 3x, and users can now make adjustments in 0.1x increments. This new level of granularity is made possible through a redesigned speed control interface, giving listeners far more freedom to customize their experience. The flexibility opens up several new possibilities. Slower speeds are ideal for language learners, transcription tasks, or shows where hosts speak too quickly. Faster speeds, on the other hand, can help cut through lengthy episodes or speed up narrators with slower delivery. Perhaps the best part, the podcast app now remembers your chosen speed per individual show. That means you don't have to readjust settings every single time you start a new episode of the same podcast. With the update, iOS 26 finally delivers a level of playback control that heavy podcast listeners have been asking for years. So whether you want to slow things down for clarity or breathe through a backlog of episodes, the podcast app now adapts to your listening style instead of forcing you into rigid presets. And that's pretty much it. So that's how you can easily adjust the podcast playback speeds to your heart's liking on your iPhone and iPad. Now that you have unlocked this pretty cool feature, make the most of it to spice up your podcast listening experience, and I'll catch you in the next one.